Okay, looking at this question from the text, just kind of clarifying how we get the Venn diagram for this information. So really quick, what I normally like to go to is the piece of information that has to do with all three of the categories we have. So we're talking about UFOs, ghosts, and Bigfoot. And when we say three, we're saying that these two people believed in all three. And so that's where this 2 right here is coming from. Then I kind of move out of that center point, and so then I'm kind of looking at how to fill in this space here. And so kind of walking backwards, looking at this statement, and this one, because that's all the places where they were kind of thinking they believed in two things. So looking at this piece here, this is where we have our UFOs and our ghosts, which looks like we have 10 people that are supposed to live in there. And so when we say 10 people, it doesn't say that they like UFOs and ghosts only. If you saw the word only, then we would put the 10 right where that 8 is located. But when we say that they like the UFOs and ghosts, it could be the people that also like Bigfoot. So 10 is what the total of this section is supposed to be. So if we already know that middle part is 2, we just do 10 minus 2, and that's where that 8 is coming from. Then I can go to this other portion, which is where we have Bigfoot and UFOs. Bigfoot and UFOs, that's right here with the 5 people believing in that. And so we know that that total, that like almond shape looking thing, has total 5. Again, if it said only, that means they like UFO and Bigfoot only, they would go in place of where that 3 is. But because it says 5, that's really looking at the total of that intersection. So we know that 5 minus that middle where they all liked all 3 of them or believed in all 3 of them would get us the 3. That's where that number is coming from. And then I have likes or believes in ghosts and Bigfoot. So that's that section here. So ghosts and Bigfoot is 8 people. So that total of that like almond shape has to be 8. So we'll say 8 minus that middle section gives us 6. So that's where that 6 number is coming from. So then from there we can kind of move out, and we have some totals here. Let me erase my mess. There we go. And the totals, I mean that the entire like UFO circle is supposed to equal 43. The entire ghost circle is supposed to be 44. And the entire Bigfoot circle has to be 25. Again, if you see the word only, then you just write the number that you see. So if it said only 44 believed in ghosts, then, or 44 people believed in only ghosts, then instead of the 28, we would write 44 here. But it doesn't say that. It says 44 people believed in ghosts. And so we're going to have to do some subtraction here. And what I mean is the total of the entire ghost circle is supposed to equal 44. So, so far in there, kind of ignoring the 28, I have 8 plus 2 plus 6. So this totals to be 16. So if I know that the entire circle is supposed to add up to 44, I could take 44 minus the 16, which is equal to 28, and that's where that 28 number is coming from. I can keep moving on here. Let's look at the UFO circle. So the entire UFO circle, it says 43 people believed. So that means my total here is supposed to be 43. So far I know that there was 8 plus 2 plus 3 people inside that UFO circle, which adds to 13. So if I take the 43, which is supposed to be the whole entire circle, minus 30, oops, not minus 30, minus 13, equals 30. And that's where that number is coming from. Okay. There is some work inside of our mini assessments where it does use that word only, so it's really important to be reading these very carefully. So the last one is about the Bigfoot here, and that's that bottom circle. This is supposed to add to a total of 25. So we have the 3 plus the 2 plus the 6, which is 11. So if I take 25 minus 11, we end up 25 minus 11 gets us the 14, and that's where that number is coming from. All right, now lastly, we know from the very beginning of the story that there were 150 people surveyed. So we need all the numbers inside our box here, this universe, to total 150. So I'm going to do this, I don't know, kind of quicker, but I know the UFO circle already is a total of 43. So then from there, I can add the ghosts, the people that like the ghosts and Bigfoot only, and the 14. You can see those numbers are outside of my UFO circle. So 43 plus 14 plus 6 plus 28. These are all the people that like at least one of those things. So let's see, adding this together, this would be 57 plus 6 is 63 plus 28. This adds to 91. So again, there were 150 total people surveyed. So if I minus the 91, that would get me 59 people. And those are the people that don't believe in any of those three things. Okay, so that completes the Venn diagram. And so to answer the question, though, we really just needed to know who believed in at least one thing. So they could believe in UFOs or ghosts or Bigfoot, or they could do both UFOs, ghosts, both Bigfoot and ghosts, both Bigfoot and UFOs, or all three of them, basically. And that's going to get you this number 91 right there. So hope that helps.